I'll never forget the first time I took the midnight shift as a cemetery caretaker. The darkness seemed to swallow me whole as I stepped out of my truck and onto the crumbling asphalt of Oakwood Cemetery's main road. The only sound was the creaking of trees and the distant hum of a city that never slept. My job was to ensure that the cemetery was secure, that no vandals or thrill-seekers snuck in to desecrate the graves. I'd been warned about the strange occurrences that happened at night, but I didn't believe them. I mean, what's to be scared of in a place where the dead sleep? As I began my rounds, the beam of my flashlight danced across the weathered headstones, casting eerie shadows on the ground. The air was heavy with the scent of damp earth and decay. I walked for what felt like hours, my boots sinking into the soft grass with each step. The silence was oppressive, punctuated only by the occasional hooting of an owl or the rustle of leaves. And then, I saw it, a figure, standing by the old oak tree in the center of the cemetery. At first, I thought it was just a trick of the light, but as I drew closer, I realized it was a woman in a long, tattered dress. She didn't seem to notice me, her eyes fixed on something in the distance. I tried to call out to her, but my voice caught in my throat. As I watched, she began to move towards me, her pace slow and deliberate. I tried to step back, but my feet seemed rooted to the spot. And then, she vanished. I spun around, shining my light in all directions. But she was gone. I told myself it was just my imagination. But the feeling of being watched lingered. I continued my rounds, my heart racing with every snap of a twig or hoot of an owl. But as the night wore on, I began to feel a creeping sense of dread. It started with little things, a faint whisper in my ear, a cold breeze on the back of my neck. And then, I saw the names on the headstones. The names were changing. They were shifting, rearranging themselves to spell out a single phrase. Get out while you still can. I tried to run, but my feet felt heavy, as if they were stuck in the mud. And then, I heard the voice. It was low and raspy, and it seemed to come from all around me. You shouldn't be here, it said. This is our place. I spun around, but there was no one there. The voice seemed to come from the graves themselves, from the dead who lay beneath my feet. I knew then that I had to get out of there, to escape the clutches of the restless spirits. But as I turned to run, I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was cold and bony, and it spun me back around to face the graves. And that's when I saw it. The name on my own headstone, newly dug and waiting for me. I was the newest resident of Oakwood Cemetery, and I would never leave. The last thing I remember is the sound of dirt falling on my coffin, and the feeling of darkness closing in around me. I'm still here, trapped in this place, and I'll never be free.